I think we're live.
Yes, I have to press the button on Instagram too.
Okay.
So it's a little funny, but I think we're live on everywhere else. Hi guys.
Hi.
How you doing? Just give us 1 second as we get started. But thanks for joining us. Okay, I'm typing really fast. Okay. And now we're live on Instagram. So we are popping on YouTube, on Facebook. Hi everybody.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to day 2 of How I Sold My Movie, and You Can Too, with filmmaker and director, writer, Tamala Baldwin. So if you tuned in yesterday, she gave us some gems. She really did. Like, it had me in my own, I was supposed to be asking questions, and I was literally sitting here like, this is so good. So really get your notepads out and feel free to, we're going to try to do comments today. So send us comments if you or questions if you have any. If we can't get to it today, we'll definitely make sure we work it in. So just to recap, yesterday we talked about process.
Yes.
Right. And could you just take us through a little bit about what is the process? What was the question? I think it was
How do you make your movie with no connections and no money?
yes, there we go. How do you make your movie with no connections and no money?
I would say the first thing that I would say is to make a decision that you're going to get it made and to believe that it's possible. I'm sorry, I know this isn't the day, but I remember when I first started and made my first project, Bubbly Brown Sugar, I had no money, no connections. I was heavily focused on musical theater and acting, but I got this amazing story downloaded into my spirit. And I decided I'm going to make this. I remember having a conversation with myself and my higher self, like, I have no money. like, what are we doing? But everything was given to me. Everything that I needed was given to me. So I made the decision to do it, and it all came. The second thing is to not try to skip steps. I didn't immediately want to go to a big network. I immediately was going to figure out how do I use my current environment, resources, and people that I know to make it happen. But I also was open to the how. So people just have to be open to how it manifests and also enjoy the process.
So that takes us to the question of today, which is why is it important not to skip the process? Or is it okay to say, you know what, someone just said my idea is so amazing and they're going to give me $1 million. Is one better than the other? Like, what should we, like, really, what's the goal? Like, what should be the goal here? Like, if we're growing as filmmakers, or yeah, let me just stop there.
Let me tell you something. Nothing in the world is free. So if someone is giving you $1 million and you have no portfolio, no credits, you're sacrificing and giving up something. Okay. And that's one thing that I learned with my feature film, that there is going to be compromise. Okay. And you have to be willing to compromise, but also know what your limit is as well. So if someone's giving you $1 million and again, you have zero money, you're not bringing anything to the table, you have no relationships, no star power, you're probably going to no longer own that story. And sometimes that's okay. It's kind of like, all right, I'm going to, it's your IP now, it's your property. And you have to be okay with that. Or you could do it yourself and thereby like own your IP. Like, it's your story. You have control over who you work with, who you cast. But when you just skip that step and have no kind of bargaining power, like, there's going to be compromise.
Right. And so, in your own personal experience, do you prefer a little bit of both now, or where are you at?
I want $1 million. But I think it depends upon the story as well.
Mm,
So when I was first starting out, the ideas that I had, they were very personal to me. They were ideas that, like, I wrote as a way to heal myself, and so I didn't want to just give them away. Whereas now I can totally like turn out ideas, and it could be more like a job
mm,
where you're kind of paying me for my brain, my imagination. But even that, I'm still kind of grappling with giving my ideas away and someone else completely having control over it and being able to just run with it. But when you're writing for TV, sometimes like the network, it becomes their kind of property. You can negotiate, some like back end and residuals, but most likely they're getting a lot of the rights.
mm.
They're funding it 100,000%.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I personally know that too from some excellent. It's definitely it's an interesting dance.
It feels I haven't gotten to that, like, oh my god, it's great. Like, it's still something that like you said, interesting dance. Like,
And I know it's supposed to be just one burning question, but just to start off these first couple, I really want to kind of give us a groundwork here.
mhm.
Um, so kind of jumping back to like the start, right? So how do you know if it's a film you should make?
Who's gonna? I mean, because I said so. Like, like if something is like excites you and there is something pushing you to make it, I think that's enough. I do believe in getting feedback and getting notes. And a lot of people these days, I think, sometimes don't want to get notes to get feedback. So I would encourage anybody, before you spend a dime, to get feedback from people that are not really your friends, but people that don't really have a stake in it and can give you honest feedback on the story. Because structurally, there is a structure to storytelling,
Mm.
and you want to set yourself up for success. So get feedback. I had table readings. I remember I love to write for men for some reason. I love writing male characters. I think I have a little bit of penis envy. Well, I used to. so I write a lot of male characters, but I would totally have men read it and tell me, like, Tamil, this is totally left field. Or they'd be like, oh my God, spot on. So
So if you don't have, and I hope I'm asking questions that people really want to know, but if you don't have a network, if you don't know, if your friends aren't writers, if you're not in writing school, like how do you find people to get that feedback? Because I hear all the time, especially when I lived in New York City, there's that community of people that
mhm.
are all over, but there's brilliant people all over the world. And sometimes I think people are like, there's not other people who also write and this, that, and the third. So how can you find that community, or, make those relationships to really get some valuable community around your creative work?
I think there's so many ways. One way is you can pay for it. If you want to get notes, you can get coverage, which I have done. I've paid to get coverage. And also, I think that you have to take initiative. I remember an actor who is actually like blowing up right now. Her name is Chantel Maurice. And I remember being on Twitter, and she hit me up and was like, hey, I'm an actor. I'm studying at, Esper Studios, and I just want to meet more people in the industry. And I was like, sure, hi. Even though I wasn't doing film, I was doing theater, but she introduced herself. So I feel like people
Mm,
have to be comfortable with using free tools like social media and
mm.
introducing yourself. I've met so many people. I met you from the internet.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's exactly how we met years ago and
Yes.
stayed in touch.
Yes. So you have to take some initiative to find people out there, because they are there.
And I do
On
think sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, you go. I'm done.
I was gonna say, I do think there really are communities where even if you say, hey, I want to do a Zoom for for an hour for a writing session with people to give each other notes, like people will sign up like
Oh
crazy.
yeah.
So like take advantage, put yourself out there. I think that's a big one.
Yeah.
And I will say, this is a whole nother episode, how you have reached out to different resources for this film. It should be a whole case study. It really should be a course in college. that's a whole nother day, because I really don't want people to know like your kind of thought process and how you do it. Like, let's give maybe that's day 4. We'll
Okay.
do like how you gather some of this. I think y'all are gonna be shocked. Like, I'm trying not to say anything because it's just amazing. Yeah.
Thank you,
So
Brittany.
no, it's incredible. Okay. So is there anything you want to add to that? Because it's supposed to be one burning question, and I keep going because you're giving me.
No. That's pretty much it. If you have a story that you want to write it. But also, if you haven't, I didn't go to like writing school or film school, but I do get feedback, so there's a lot of things out there that are being made that are not, you don't have to be the best at anything to be successful, so I feel like I can't be like, oh, study your craft. Like, there's a lot of people that are not great, but they do what they love. But if you want to be great, if you want to improve, if you want to make something that is compelling and you're proud of, don't be afraid to get notes on your work, especially if you want other people to buy into it. I think it's important.
And you don't have to take all the notes, right? Or like, what
Yeah.
kind of, you know what I mean? Like, so I think there's great notes, and then there's also some notes like you could take into consideration, right? Like, how do you differentiate?
For me, it's all about my spirit and what my spirit's telling me,
Mm,
and I also know my strengths and weaknesses.
mm,
So again, like the whole male reference, I know I'm not a man, so I feel like I should be able to listen to them if they're giving me feedback on how they express themselves.
mm.
Similarly, if I were to have other people that were of different cultures, I would want feedback. So I think you have to just be aware of where you may be deficit in and be honest about that. But no one's gonna tell me how to like change my story unless you're giving me some coins. Okay. So
Right. Okay.
like, it's your story ultimately.
Yeah, that's so good. Do you want to check the comments before we?
I don't think I see any, not on this.
Okay. Awesome. Because what I also want you to tell everyone right now is, what are we working on? Tell us a little bit about the story we're currently working on, and how can we support?
Ooh, suka now. We are working on a feature film, y'all. A feature film that is a mental health film. And it's all about what happens when you abandon your dreams and yourself to make other people happy. I know a lot of us have done that. There are a lot of people I see it all the time now on social media, like women in their 40s that are grieving the life that they thought they were going to have. So it's kind of talking about that, but
Yeah.
not just sitting in it, but kind of like allowing yourself, or what it looks like when you allow yourself to be reborn,
Mm,
which
mm.
can be very uncomfortable, by the way.
Yes, absolutely. And and how can we support?
Yes, so we are actively raising funds right now. So we're looking for people that want to come on as associate producers or co-producers and contribute financially. It's a wonderful story. We have an amazing DP, and you should be part of it. So if you want to be a part of it on that level, holler at your girl.
Yeah.
But you can also donate what you can: $1, $5, $25, and that will help to cover so many amazing things. So you can donate at givebutter.com/TWBH for the way back home.
Yeah, it is a really powerful story. And I just want to also say that, Tamala is she has a feature film right now on national television, on a major streamer, and she's sharing gems with us, and she's taking us along her project that we're all currently working on. Her film project comes from her beautiful nonprofit. And
Becoming a Love Project, guys. Becoming a Love Project.
Yeah, no, but it's all about healing. I'm sorry, you tell it better. What is the Becoming Love Project about?
Oh, it's all about how to use storytelling as a way to process lived experiences that may have created a fracture.
Mm.
I think about myself as a childhood, and I was like so much sunshine, but then life happens, right? And like things come along and just like, they tell you time heals all wounds. That's not true. Like there's like cracks, So this is about how to use storytelling to alchemize and heal those cracks that you no longer want to carry or have anymore.
Yes. And thank you everyone for bearing with me today. My 2 toddlers wore me out. I want to hear though, I'm going to rewatch this and take notes myself. You always give us so many beautiful things. And I think the Becoming a Love project is incredible.
Thank you.
Now that I'm in it, I see the power. You have incredible talent in the cohort, and now a part of making the film. Like it's real. She's who she says she is, everybody. So really, like anything you can do to support this film, you absolutely should. Just even sharing this helps it all. So yeah.
Please
so
share and tag away, tag your friends. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I'm sorry.
We're down south now, everyone. We live down. Okay. Well, thank you. Same time tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna go a little bit deeper. We're gonna give everyone something really tactical to do tomorrow. That's my question. I'm not gonna tell you ahead of time, but yeah. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. Peace. I think I've been watching Martin or something. Okay, bye guys. Oh my goodness gracious.
I'm like, I need coffee at 9:17.
No, you're great.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so to download your video, view in this.
I was watching on your page.
Gosh, I want to keep the video, but like I feel like I'm having a senior moment.